Good morning, I'm Prarambha, Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Report on bill related to Truth and Reconciliation Commission and Commission of Investigation on Enforced Disappeared Persons to be presented at today's meeting of the House of Representatives. Patients compelled to bear the brunt as Singati Road of Dolakha has remained obstructed for the past 2 weeks because of landslide. Supply of essential goods also halted. 50,000 public affected. Ukraine's top commander says Kiev's forces control 1,000 square kilometers of Russian territory. Russian President Vladimir Putin orders Russian forces to kick the enemy out of their territory. And Church Boys United set to play Paro FC in the preliminary round of the AFC Challenge League this evening. Match to kick off at 6 p.m. at the Dashrath Stadium. Meeting of the House of Representatives is slated for today. It has been learned that Chairperson of the Law, Justice and Human Rights Committee under the House of Representatives, Bimala Swedi, is to present the report of the committee on the Third Amendment Bill related to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission and the Commission of Investigation on Enforced Disappeared Persons at today's meeting of the House of Representatives, which is slated for 1 p.m. this afternoon. Prior to this, the meeting of the Law, Justice and Human Rights Committee had unanimously endorsed the report prepared following consensus among the three major parties. The government aims to endorse the bill through the ongoing session of the Parliament. Dolakha Singati Road section is the lifeline of Dolakha's northern region. The road section has been obstructed by landslides since 27th of July last month, due to which daily lives of 50,000 people of the North's 3 rural municipalities have been affected for the past 2 weeks. Those falling sick have been most affected by the road obstruction, where it has not been possible to supply essential goods to the northern region of the district. The Dolakha Singati Road section near Jharmasi stream was obstructed by landslide on 27th of July. Dolakha's 3 rural municipalities, Gaurishankar, Bigu and Kalinchoksag, have now been disconnected with road connectivity. Because of this, the lives of the residents of 22 wards of the 3 rural municipalities have been severely affected. The transport of necessary food items has been halted. Transport vehicles have also dropped passengers at the middle of the road. Passengers are also compelled to pay double the fare. Porters have also been carrying goods, including food items, to the desired destinations. Due to the road obstruction, prices of essential goods, including food, have started to soar in Singati, the main trading center of the northern region of the district. Division Road Office, Chorikot, has informed that it would take another 2 weeks for traffic to resume on the road section. This is the main road that connects other parts of the district to the northern region. Construction materials for the under construction hydropower project in the north is also transported from this road section. In our Public Voice segment, we asked youth in several provinces regarding their priorities for entrepreneurship. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
टेलर खोल्ने पनि सपना छ
थोरै ब्याजमा ऋणहरु गराइदियो भने चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ राम्रो महिला उद्यमी बनेर अरूलाई पनि धेरै रोजगारी दिन सक्थ्यौ
पार्लर खोल्नु मतलब एउटा आफ्नो सपना हो तर फ्यामिलीमा पनि त्यस्तो छैन सपोर्ट गर्नको लागि त्यही भएर म यही भन्छु कि सरकारले पनि अलि हामीहरुलाई सपोर्ट गर
सरकारले सपोर्ट गर्छ भने म पनि आफ्नै टेलर खोल्छु
युवाहरुको माग अनुसार अब नियम कानुनहरु त्यतिकै राम्रो बनाउनु पर्यो
युवाले जुन सेक्टरमा पढिरहेछ जुन सेक्टरमा काम खोजिरहेछ त्यो सेक्टरमा चाहिँ उचित कामहरु को व्यवस्थापन गरिदिनु पर्यो
नियम नीतिहरु युवाको मार्फत बनाउनु पर्यो
सरकारले युवकहरुको लागि एउटा छुट्टै कोटा जस्तै भएर एउटा चाहिँ केही यस्तो मिलाइदिनु पर्छ उद्यमशीलता रिलेटेड केही यस्तो कोटा छुट्याइदिनु पर्छ जुनमा चाहिँ युवकहरु मात्रै सम्मिलित हुनुपर्छ
मोटरसाइकल मर्मत गर्ने कुराहरु छन् त्यसैगरी विभिन्न होटल व्यवसायका कुराहरु छन् सेबका कुराहरु छन्
अचारहरु त्यसका गुन्द्रुकहरु अथवा अन्य विभिन्न किसिमका त्यसका आइटमहरु बनाएर चाहिँ बजारमा बेच्न सक्ने त्यस्ता कुराहरुमा चाहिँ सरकारले ध्यान दिनुपर्छ
इलेक्ट्रिक सम्बन्धीहरु तालिमहरु दिएपछि इलेक्ट्रिक आजभोलिका युवाहरु स्मार्ट ठाउँहरुमा घरहरु पनि धेरै बनिरा हुन्छन्
कुखुराहरु पाल्ने प्रशस्त जग्गा जमिनहरु गाउँमा फालिएकै छ भैँसी फर्महरु खोल्ने
उत्पादन गरिसकेपछि बजार हुनु पर्यो
कच्चा पदार्थहरु यसको चाहिँ उद्योग धन्दाका निम्ति सहज रूपले चाहिँ आपूर्तिका लागि चाहिँ सरकारबाट पनि व्यवस्था हुनुपर्छ
बाटो देखि लिएर धेरै कुराको आवश्यकता पर्छ
Elephant, the world's largest land mammal, has its own ecological significance. However, due to exploitation of its habitat and food, the species, which holds significant cultural and symbolic meaning, has become endangered. Efforts for conservation of elephants has contributed in increasing its number. However, human-elephant conflict has been rising amid failure to understand its behavior. This conflict has continued to claim lives of around 6 elephants and 30 humans in the country each year.
Human beings have an age-old relationship with elephants that are up to 3 meters in height and weighs around 6 tons. People have coexisted with elephants for thousands of years. Elephants walk the path that was once paved by their ancestors. Like people, elephants too get agitated when their ancestral habitat, paths, and food are damaged and exploited. This has been attributed as the reason behind human-elephant conflict in settlements near forests.
खानै पर्दैन हात्तीले त हात्ती त्यो 30-40 वटा बगाल हिँडियो भने सबै त्यो नष्ट भइहाल्छ अनि प्रत्येक वर्ष हामी त सधैँ त्यो अब यसकारणले गर्दा हामी त लगभग खेतीपाती गर्नै छोडिसक्यौं।
धान लगाएका छन् त्यो धानको लागि रातभरि स्थानीयहरू टर्च बालेर आगो बालेर ड्युटी गरिरहनु परेको छ बाली जोगाउनको लागि। तथापि पनि हात्तीको बगालै आएर तिनी मान्छेहरू भाग्नु पर्छ अनि बालीहरू फेरि खाएर जाने गर्छ।
Elephants have become confused after the forest where they wander have been exploited and turned into human settlements. Experts say that the conflict between humans and elephants has intensified due to people's behavior towards elephants.
जंगलमा हात्ती पनि बस्ने त्यही ह्याबिटेटमा हामी पनि बस्ने भनेपछि समान एकै खालको ह्याबिटेट हामी मानवहरु पनि दुईटैले प्रयोग गरेको अवस्था छ।
There are around 300 local elephants in the country at the moment. Out of them, 120 to 150 elephants wander across the forest of Nepal and neighboring India. The tuskers that wander across the Tarai region arrive at Chitwan and Parsa national parks from India via Jhapa. Failure in understanding the traits of elephants that travel together in herd has further fueled to the conflict with people. 323 people have died in elephant attacks within 24 years since the year 2000, while 57 elephants have also been killed. 2 to 3 people used to die every year in elephant attacks in the past, while the number has now reached up to 20. Likewise, around 6 elephants are killed by people annually due to various reasons.
अब वासस्थानलाई चाहिँ अतिक्रमण गरेको अवस्था चाहिँ नि मानिसले नबुझेको हुनाले र हात्ती देखिने बित्तिकै मानिसले चाहिँ त्यसलाई जिस्काउने अब हिर्काउने भगाउने जो प्रयास गरिरहेछन् हात्ती भन्दा पनि आफू शक्तिशाली भनेर त्यो वास्तवमा होइन। यसको चाहिँ नि पर्यावरणीय र चाहिँ यो धार्मिक सामाजिक सबै चाहिँ नि भ्यालु छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ नि बुझ्न बुझाउन नसकेको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ नि हात्तीबाट पनि मानवीय क्षति र मानिसबाट पनि हात्तीको चाहिँ क्षति हुने दुवै कुरो अगाडि बढिरहेछ।
Elephants are usually calm in nature and do not simply attack people. However, people are being killed when elephants launch defensive attack while wandering their ancestors' path, searching for food and doing their breeding, and when people try to scare away or tease the tuskers. Majority of the people that have lost their lives in elephant attacks were at settlements that were at a distance of 500 to 1,000 meters from forest, or they had been attacked while they were working in the forest.
Most leaders of main opposition CPNMI Center have shared their grievances, saying party chair Pushpakamal Dahal was hesitating to transfer the leadership of the NT. Dahal had urged the party members to share their opinion without any fear and reservations at the standing committee meeting of the party at Peristada. Most party officials and members speaking at the standing committee meeting raised questions on the silence of party chair Dahal in relation to the transfer of leadership. They have said that Dahal wants to retain leadership and power. Speaking at the meeting of the standing committee, 5 members aired their opinion on the party leadership and direction ahead for the NT. They have stressed on the need for transition to new leadership and proceeding by preparing a clear structure of agenda for the upcoming Central Committee meeting. Chair Dahal has also suggested the members to put forward their clear opinions on the performance of the party while it led the government and their stance on the path ahead for the party. CPN Center spokesperson Agni Sapkota said that Chair Dahal is to furnish answers to the questions raised by the members at the meeting. Saying the party had inclined away from the public and was in a sorry state because of prioritizing power in the government, the members have called for campaigns at all levels to rebuild connection with the public. And despite a shared understanding among the members to proceed with purification and strengthening of the party, CPN Center is yet to reach a conclusion on whether to hold a special general convention or a regular general convention. Speaking after the meeting, Chair Dahal said that there was no internal strife in CPN Center. The party is making preparations to work on its organization structure by presenting the agenda set by the standing committee at its central committee meeting. Demands to hold the General Convention of ruling Nepali Congress on schedule or within the Nepali year 2082 next year have started to surface at the party's Central Committee meeting that started from last Wednesday. Especially the group close to Shekhar Koirala is making efforts to ensure that the General Convention will be held on schedule, suspecting that party president Sherbadu Dewa will use the provision to delay the convention by 1 year given by the party statute and 6 months as per the constitution. Meanwhile, Dewa has been saying that the convention will be held on time. Leader Shekhar Koirala raised a question in the Central Committee meeting last Sunday, saying that although the General Convention should be held by mid of November 2025, efforts were being made to delay it. He demanded that this Central Committee meeting should ensure that the party's 15th General Convention will be held by mid of November next year. The 14th General Convention of Nepali Congress was held in December 2021. Although there is a provision that the regular General Convention should be held every 4 years, the party president can delay it by 1 year. The group affiliated to Shekhar Koirala suspects that Dewa may push the General Convention to lead the government in June 2026 as per the agreement reached with the CPN-UML. According to the statute of Nepali Congress, there is a provision that the president cannot serve more than 2 consecutive terms. Due to this, Dewa cannot remain as the party president. However, according to the agreement with CPN-UML, Dewa believes that it will be easier to bring the person desired by him to the party leadership by holding the General Convention when he becomes the Prime Minister. Dewa believes that if the term cannot be extended by 6 months under the pretext of the next local level elections, tickets can be distributed in the capacity of Prime Minister even in the subsequent parliamentary elections. On the other hand, the group close to Shekhar Koirala is of the understanding that if the General Convention is held within the Nepali year 2082, it will be easy to claim the party leadership. Not only that, the attempt to change the leader of the party, in fact parliamentary party, can also be successful. Time now for our segment Public Polls, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Polls.
The question is, what is your take on 2 major parties, Nepali Congress and CPN-UML, splitting up ministries in provincial governments for political share, although they have simple majority? Your options are A, mockery of good governance, B, continuity of instability, and C, provinces will be feeble. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for the international news. Ukraine's top commander has said Kiev's forces control 1,000 square kilometers of Russian territory as they press their biggest cross-border incursion in 2.5 years of full-scale war. Commander Alexander Syrsky said Ukraine continued to conduct an offensive operation in the Kursk region 7 days after it began. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia had brought war to others and now it was coming back to Russia. But Russian leader Vladimir Putin described the offensive as a major provocation and ordered Russian forces to kick the enemy out of their territory. A growing number of people have been evacuated from the western Russian region for their safety, with a further 59,000 told to leave. The local governor said some 28 villages in the area had fallen to Ukrainian forces, that 12 civilians had been killed, and the situation remains difficult. Ukrainian troops launched their surprise attack last Tuesday, advancing up into Russia. The offensive is said to have boosted morale on the Ukrainian side, but analysts say the strategy brings fresh dangers to Ukraine. A senior British military source has said that there was the risk that Moscow will be so angered by the incursion that it could redouble its own attacks on Ukraine's civilian population and infrastructure. The region's governor said 121,000 people had been evacuated from their homes. He told Russian President Vladimir Putin that about 2,000 Russian citizens remain in areas occupied by Ukrainian forces in the area. It is now time for the sports news.
Sports news.
Church Boys United are to play Paro FC in the preliminary round of the AFC Challenge League this evening. The match at the capital's Dashrath Stadium is scheduled to kick off at 6 p.m. The home team did not get an opportunity for official training at the Dashrath Stadium. As per the regulations, both teams can train at the venue of the match a day prior to the match as well. However, Church Boys did not practice at the Dashrath Stadium and instead trained at the Anfa complex in Sadhabato, Lalitpur yesterday. Church Boys conducted most of their training on AstroTurf. In the pre-match conference, Church Boys coach Bal Gopal Marjan complained about the problem in practice due to lack of infrastructure. Captain Ananta Tamang said that their performance at the Dashrath Stadium will not be affected as they had been playing there before. Meanwhile, Paro FC coach Pushpalal Sharma has criticized Nepal's pitches. Paro had reached the army ground at Vadrakari for practice. As the field was not appropriate, the team had to practice at the Dashrath Stadium. He expressed dissatisfaction with the standard of the stadium. Japanese football legend Keisuke Honda, who is associated with Paro FC, also said that Nepal's pitch was not up to the mark. Paro FC with 11 foreign players are a strong team. Meanwhile, Church Boys have 3 foreign players and majority of the players play for the national team. Paro had suffered a 3-2 defeat against Mochindra FC in the first round of the AFC Cup at the Dashrath Stadium last year. Church Boys will advance to the group stage if they manage to win against Paro this evening. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin is at 6 p.m. Thank you for staying with us. Have a beautiful day ahead.